Howdy everyone, it's me, it's your man, it's your boy. Like to see more of it. So yeah, I just showed off Withereds 3, the original cut. I just, showed off a bunch of stuff. I showed off the original, wow, fucking 50 people disconnected from the thing at once. But, this is, gonna be one giant thing, for me, is working on. It's, the reason I'm not in SFM right now is because I realized right after the fact, I was like, wait, I'm supposed to be streaming the second after this happens. Also now the video is unlisted. If you want to go to it, just go to the Withereds playlist. But, I guess I can show off a little bit of what I have done. I'm not going to show off... Oof, pardon me. I'm not going to show off everything I have done. You know what I'll do so far? I'll show you what I have done of the trailer. So I'm not going to show off all of the animation. I'm not showing off everything I have. But, you will see, I'm going to start working on, mid-animation of them in the truck. So... What is that? Okay, so I don't show off everything. I will just there we go. Currently showing SFM. It's loading the map, but let me show off. Just display capture not working? I don't think display capture is working. It's odd. Oh, it's because SFM is over. That's why. With its 3 trailer. So, while that's loading, let me tell you about, I don't know how long I'm going to stream. It's currently almost 9. If you're talking about that clicking noise, it's my computer. It's been making that noise for a while. So, I'll show off a little bit of what I have done. So this is, I'll just skip the parts that are not particular. Actually, you know what, let's just, actually I don't think you can see it like that. So let's hope this works. If it doesn't work, then I apologize. Oh, okay, yeah, it's gonna lag. And then in the one. And I'm not gonna show off. I'm just gonna warn y'all. This, which is at the ending currently, not my predicted end show time. I don't know what I'd call it. End time. I don't predict it's gonna be done by 2020. I'm aiming for Q4 2019. It might end up pushing to 2020, but I make no promises. So, if we're lucky, we'll get the good times. If we're unlucky, we'll get next year. Because I'm planning on this being over half an hour, over, 45 minutes. Maximum an hour and a half. I do not expect it to get over an hour and a half. I expect it to get moderate levels of views and whatnot. Also, I'm glad that like right after that happened, I went on to went on to the stream because it got more people than usual, but it's currently loading. I'm sorry. I realized after the stream, I was like, wait a second, or after the premiere, I was like, wait a second, I'm supposed to be streaming, so come on, let's.
Where am I?
Okay. So yeah, it's basically a complete reanimation of the first part. Let's get should I just get stream? Yeah, let's just get, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just play where is it? Wither Jams. It's a playlist of just 80s, 70s music, you know. Let's start with, oh, hell yeah, actually, I know. It's Foxy's favorite song. Yeah. Yeah! Foxy music. Okay. Freddy Fazbear ASMR. Jesus Christ, that'd be horrifying. Fame, revolution, woman, can I be your man, your man? Should probably turn off all this.
Where am I?
And then shit, why did I let it just go?
Where am I?
There we go. Sorry, I don't really do much, like a lot of talking while animating. There we go. Okay. I should probably move that a little bit.
Where am I?
Sorry, when it's like subtle things like this. By the way, this is absolutely not going to be monetized, this stream, because of this entire playlist is just raw copyrighted music. Wait, let's get where is it? Want to move this up? Come on. You're going to the top whether you like it or not. Come on. Oh, excuse me. There we go. And, let's just save that. Okay.
Where am I?
Okay, now let's animate this arm. Frame they start moving is that, so just there you go. Hello, Liam, Quinn. Okay, hi, I'm streaming. I just premiered Withereds 3, cool. The original one. So now I'm working on the remake. Sorry, this is, if you guys don't know him, this is my roommate Liam.
Hello.
So I guess. Yeah, I'm just working on this. Oh shit.
Where am I?
Oh no, don't start lagging right after I'm done with all this. this? What the?
Where am I?
Okay. You know what? Let's just pause music. It's good music, but hey, you know what? 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 Funk it. Let's keep going.
Where am I? Where am I?
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You can see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. And while the young monsieur and madame... Sorry, I just started pointing at Liam and singing this song and he started doing the Pulp Fiction dance.
Where am I?
Haha, movie references.
Ha 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 ha!
We're better than everyone.
We watch Tarantino films.
What the fuck do you watch? Michael Bay. We're pitiful young men here.
I watch Gareth Edwards films. Actually, he's a pretty good director.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
tends to make like action films.
He did like that Godzilla film recently.
Dude, fucking Godzilla was amazing.
I thought it was good. I just thought there might not have been too much Godzilla for the Godzilla they were promising.
Well, yeah, it was definitely the Godzilla was definitely worth the wait, in my opinion.
At least Shin Godzilla kind of hinted that it would be a bit more about the people than Godzilla. The new Godzilla film only did the Godzilla in the advertisements. Or at least the stuff relating to Godzilla. Not really the people.
I mean, I can't argue, but it's just that, like, you know, then again, Shin Godzilla was fucking boring as hell.
If you expected Godzilla, which it didn't really build.
But no, even if you're expecting the humans, if you got a political drama.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because you weren't going in expecting, like, at least some mildly interesting dialogue. The dialogue was all, the economy's going downhill. Oh,
the thing is, it kind of reverted to the original where it was meant to be an
no,
allegory.
the original was showing off, like,
an allegory,
the original was like, people's families are dying, and this one was like, no,
yeah,
the
and
economy.
Godzilla was an allegory for the fucking atomic bomb that they dropped in
Oh my
Hiroshima.
god, you don't think I know that? Dude, okay, what's more interesting for a film plot? The people being affected, or the fucking economy? That's what I thought.
Well, the thing about Shin Godzilla is it kind of showed all the fucking frustrating red tape that they had to get through in order to fucking fight him.
Oh my god, I don't... Even if I was expecting Godzilla, even if I was expecting the humans, I expect, like, to not want to fuck... I skipped through, I gave it, like, half an hour to 45 minutes, and I had to skip through it. It was so boring.
Then you kind of diluted the experience if you were just a bit more patient.
It gets more interesting because I've sat through it after the fucking skipping. I've sat through it and watched it, and even then I couldn't stand it. I don't care about them. The main character is just the Japanese everyman.
It's either that or you really, really don't
At
have
least
patience.
okay. When I say the Japanese everyman, I mean the actual Japanese everyman. The fucking American everyman they made in the 2014 one was like the grizzled everyman, not the everyman, the everyman. And that gives you something to work with. I don't give a shit about somebody's fucking desk job. I care about his life. I care about his family. I care about his building. I do not care about the money involved. It's fucking boring. I hate that movie. At least, though, it's not the anime ones where they make one interesting movie and then the rest is fucking... The rest is focusing on this one guy's life, and then Godzilla fucking moves 2 steps throughout the entire thing. Fuck Godzilla coming out of Japan right now. Just... which is really distressing, because fucking originally Japan made the only good Godzilla stuff, but now it feels like America's doing the good Godzilla stuff right now, which is fucking confusing as hell.
But it's just all cliched. At least Shin Godzilla tries something new.
Well, even if it tried something new, it's boring new. Like, fucking, I don't care about this fucking, like, if you want to call back to, the original Godzilla, then do that. Call back to it. Don't fucking call back to the fucking, again, just to bring it back, I don't care about the economics of it. That's my problem. If it was focused on the people, I would care, but I do not care about the economy. I'm a testosterone-filled 18-year-old college student. I want action. I want something happening in front of me. The fucking... Tell me one good piece of imagery that came out of Shin Godzilla.
Well,
Good piece of imagery.
They had a lot of good symmetrical cinematography.
No. Iconic things that will last throughout the years.
The sight of Godzilla doing a beam throughout the entire city, chopping it with one beam as if it were slicing through butter. Good imagery. The intense cinematography that seemed like something out of All the President's Men in the fucking boardrooms was fucking imagery. Interesting.
Now, here's something to represent fucking Hiroshima. Godzilla can't get through the telephone wires because they purposely electrocuted it to a higher percentage so he doesn't get through. So what does he do? He melts the beams, showing that he, just purely by strength, he can melt all of that. Showing off the heat and destruction of the beams. The mother consoling her child before Godzilla destroys a building onto her.
All an allegory for the fucking Hiroshima bombs.
Now, what the fuck does Shin Godzilla do? A fucking beam? That beam was fucking awesome, I'll give you that. But what does that represent?
Yeah.
The closest I can get is when he leans over and he's like, onto like his fucking thing all over, like the explosion fire bomb.
Alright, good point.
That's the closest we get, but it's fucking fucking boring. Like everything else is fucking boring, and it drives me insane.
Alright.
That's what. Like as a Godzilla fan, I just wish it was more interesting. I watch Godzilla to be entertained. That's my main complaint with Shin Godzilla. This is fucking boring. Hear that, everybody? Everybody watching at home? If you want a good political film, go for Shin Godzilla.
Wait, why don't you ask the chat to ask them what's their favorite one?
Because do you expect everybody here to have seen like me have seen multiple Godzilla films?
You don't know their lives.
I've seen the entire Showa series, a lot of the Heisei series, most of the Millennium series. I've seen every Godzilla anime movie to come out. I've seen both of the American films so far. I am planning on watching the 2019 one the day it comes out. I have played every Godzilla game. I have had multiple different types of Godzilla toys. I basically know nearly every trivia note about Godzilla. I don't think they're gonna know the same amount as I do.
That just sounded very fucking pompous. I'm sorry.
No,
dude.
it's not pompous. If anything, that should be sad.
Oh, I've seen everything. Nobody could have seen the same amount as me. I am the apex of all fucking knowledge.
Are you saying that I'm proud of this fact?
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that it kind of sounds like you're trying to say, I know more shit than anyone else.
If I know more shit about the human testicle than anybody else, am I gonna be proud of that fact?
Yeah, well, you're talking about the human testicle. We're talking about Godzilla. Which is a fucking popular media that's been famous for the last several decades and is probably one of the longest running fucking movie series ever.
Godzuki is
Katsuki.
Godzilla's nephew, produced for the Hanna-Barbera cartoon of Godzilla, in which Godzilla was a crime-fighting robot, or a remote-controlled kaiju that would save the world whenever called upon. Do you think I'm proud that I've seen that entire show?
I don't know.
Fucking...
You telling me now, or are you not telling me?
No, I'm not fucking proud of that. I'm fucking... it's
No, I'm not trying to argue whether or not you're proud of this shit. I'm arguing that it sounds like you're trying to say that you're...
No, I'm not better than anybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to argue about.
I'm fucking... as I've stated, I'm fucking incredibly ashamed of the fact I know as much as I do because it shows off how fucking sad of a child I was.
Alright,
God, I'm getting hungry.
That's not relevant. I'm just talking about the fact that it sounded like you were trying to sound like...
I'm not trying to
me just asking people what their favorite Godzilla film is. It was just an innocent remark.
Fucking, it's so fucking boring though, is my problem with Shin Godzilla. That's my thing.
Alright.
You can watch every Godzilla film, even the original one, and it is interesting. There is something happening. Even the bad ones, there is something interesting happening. A reason you want to keep watching. There was no drive for me in that fucking movie. That's why I nearly gave up on the second anime thing. It was just, the only reason I kept watching it was for the animation. If it was a live-action film, I would not keep watching that. I need something to drive me to watch a movie.
Alright.
That's why in this movie, I'm fucking making sure something is happening every couple of minutes.
Doesn't that kind of make it a bit ADHD-like? I know what I said. I know what you're gonna point out.
But
yes,
no,
I know.
It's because would you rather watch a movie that's boring, or would you rather watch a movie?
But that's such a fucking subjective thing, and not even talking about Shin Godzilla. I'm talking about in general.
Would you rather watch a movie where just like something is happening, but you are personally just not interested in it, or would you rather watch a movie where something interesting is happening every...
But that's very subjective.
Would you rather watch... And I'm asking you this question.
Alright.
Would you rather watch a movie where one thing happens and that one thing is not interesting? Or would you rather watch something where there are several different parts of a movie, very hit or miss, but it keeps you watching... Because there's something new, it drives you to see what's going to happen next. Wouldn't you agree that that's a better way to approach a movie?
And that's why I like Shin Godzilla.
Because it takes one approach that, like...
No.
See, okay, wait.
It's not just one fucking approach. Even you have to admit that.
The only approaches it takes are politics and monster.
No. It addresses Japanese history. It addresses Japanese recent
You could literally
turmoil.
say that about any Godzilla movie.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
Dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Every Godzilla movie has had to deal with
maybe
economic...
Smog Monster with its fucking blatant
was...
economical thing, but...
Yeah, that was about pollution and how it's destroying
but
the
fucking
environment.
cockroaches from space, dude. Fucking cockroaches from space. Where's the allegory in that? Where's the
allegory? To show off the overproduction of Japan at that point. The entire thing of that was that they were trying to lure in Godzilla with a giant Godzilla-themed theme park. What the fuck is playing right now? Oh, it's Led Zeppelin.
For people who are listening, I just gave Kyle the most incredulous look I've ever given anyone in my life.
No, but fucking... Okay. Fucking...
Like, to focus on that, it's a good film, I'll give you that, but you can't tell me that that can't be fucking film has a big allegory behind it.
It's not a big allegory, it's just that every Godzilla film has a reason to exist. Even if it's something stupid like, oh, we wanted to start a series, so here's a second one.
Yeah, and if
That's the closest I can think
if it
of.
doesn't matter how stupid it is, then why do you think it's bad for the new one, the Shin Godzilla one? Since you seem to think that's so stupid.
No, because it's not about the specific thing they're tackling. It's about the way they're tackling it. I don't care about somebody just sitting back and being like, we need to put bombs on trains. I just want to see them do it. I don't want to discuss the logistics of bombs on trains. Talking about a movie. Just had to say that in case somebody was listening. No, I don't care about the logistics of that. I just want to see them do it.
But then without that logistics, you just get a dumb movie.
I know how we can defeat Godzilla. What's your plan? We can put bombs on the subway, so then we can race it into Godzilla's feet, not... So, okay, I know it'll go through a lot of red tape and regulations, but I have this idea to
But then they'd be
Godzilla.
rebuffed.
They'd be
Because of the red tape.
Oh my god.
Because it's a political drama too.
Oh my god. My problem is Godzilla, a monster series, should not focus on politics. If it was, say, a movie by Toho featuring Godzilla, or no, you know what would have been better? Don't make it a Godzilla movie. You literally have so many fucking monsters you could have gone with. Anything, but you went with Godzilla.
No.
That's my problem with it. Just fucking make... Show, don't tell. Don't fucking describe what you're gonna do and then do it. Just be, we put the bombs on there. Don't just... So, here's what we do. We're gonna describe it. We're gonna go through... Don't just do it and then do it. Don't describe it. If it was... It drives me crazy that... See?
Good point, Rob Gamings, actually.
But
that's actually a good point.
It drives me crazy because I went into there. I knew it was gonna be different. I knew it was gonna harken back to the original. But I've watched the original. It was interesting because it focused. Okay, what do you care about in a story, in a movie?
Well, for me, it's character.
Character.
And that's half the movies that got up on the shelf over here that I want to show you.
What do you rather care about? Character, emotion, loss of life, loss of loved ones, and just general drama? Or the economy is in shambles? What will this do? What will this monster do to the economy? How will this affect my political campaign? And Godzilla is here too.
But then that makes it sound like you just absolutely hate any sort of political drama ever.
No, it's if I went into it, like okay, what would have been a better fucking political drama? Say something small, like maybe a King Kong sized monster, like fucking like 50 feet. Actually, that was rampaging through the city, destroying things.
That would actually make for a better movie. Good point.
Or one the size of a fucking skyscraper. I'm killing everybody. Oh, this really is affecting my ad rates. It's like fucking...
That actually sounds like a satire the way you're describing it. Actually, that would have been better, Shin Godzilla, if it were just an outright satire.
But no, they went with it for a huge ass...
And I think I realized why. If it didn't do good, like, in that respect. Like the show don't tell thing. I think I know why it didn't do well.
It's
because you know the guy who made it, right?
What about him?
He's the same guy that created Neon Evangelion. A film notorious for taking what could have been just a simple sort of robots beating up stuff and turning it into philosophy class.
You know, honestly, you know what I could see? As I know it sounds weird, but you know what would... Out of all, like, animes, you know what I could easily see that becoming, like, a political thing? As stupid as it sounds? Cowboy Bebop.
That I could see, actually.
Because, think about it, that entire thing is about fucking... That entire that entire show is about bounty hunting, which is usually considered illegal. So, and, like, okay, here's the thing. If they did make that a political drama, focus on the characters. Don't focus on politics. as stupid as it sounds, politics should come second in a political drama. It should always be character first, no matter what. No matter what.
Actually, yeah, you got a good point there. Because look, I'm trying to think on film history. If you give me a second here, there have been some famous political dramas over the years, like for example, 7 Days in May, All the President's Men, and stuff like that. And I'm thinking back on that with what you said about character first and politics second. And you're right, actually. A lot of those characters are interesting because of who they are.
Want to know why? I hope I don't sound like pompous when I say this, but you want to know why I know what makes a good movie? This is gonna sound really weird, but it's just because I don't care about whether or not it's if it's a good movie, if it's a bad movie, if it has its credentials. If it gets butts in the seats and they leave and they're just like, I enjoyed that. If you can mindlessly sit there and enjoy a movie, it's done its job. I'm one of those people who I don't like to think about movies until it's just like...
But the thing is that I'm the opposite.
So that might be why you're so like, but this is why it's good. And then after convincing, you're like, oh shit, I guess you're right. It's because when people like are analytical about things like movies, they tend to be like, but this could have been so much better. Meanwhile, if you're sitting there and you just enjoyed it, you're like, even if it could have been better, it was enjoyable from this perspective. And then if you get them to look at it from that perspective, they're on your side.
And I'm very understanding. I'm not like such a pompous asshole that I'm like a pompous intellectual that I'm like, oh, you turn your brain off so you don't know what to talk about. I'm not like that. I'm not really like that.
But fucking Kong Skull Island, that kept getting like panned for
I really enjoyed that film actually.
Yeah, like it keeps getting panned for being like, it's not interesting. But it's just like fucking incredibly yes it is.
There's one problem I have with that film though. One big problem. I would have found the beginning, which is the American soldier and the Japanese soldier crash landing together, having to exist on the island. That would have been more interesting, in my opinion.
I think
that would have been more interesting.
I think that
on a character level would have been more interesting.
It would have been interesting, but I'm glad that they took the approach of Kong grown up, because I like. Okay, that would have been.
It was inspired by this film in the beginning, and I really wish they could have done a version of this.
See, it definitely would have been.
Oh, should we probably say what I showed you because they just heard us just trail off for a second there?
No. I saw it. I saw Jerry comment, I came here for Withereds 3 and got sidetracked by something significantly more interesting.
And what was that, pray tell, out of curiosity?
Just us arguing about Godzilla.
Oh,
and,
okay.
The meaning of how, movies should work.
Honestly, I like these conversations as much as they get very, very crazy. And that's why I want to try having a Discord thing with you, in the future.
A Discord thing?
That's why I want to start Discord with the thing, so I can talk to you via Discord if I end up someplace else. It's fun talking with you. Yeah. I mean, it's probably not good that we exist in such a close proximity.
You fucking asshole! This is basically us 90% of the time. But you know what's odd? It's not a bad. I should probably throw this away because.
Can I be honest? Talk with you on a semi-normal basis is healthy, but us constantly talking is bad.
It's because it's like this. This is what happens. Wow, a lot of people kind of just left, but it's because it's an interesting dynamic of talking, but it's just at one point it can get very
crazy.
It can get very caught off guard kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, hey dude. If you want interesting films that cut out all the uninteresting bits, I actually recently saw a film that's pretty cool like that.
El Royale. Bad Times at El Royale. Bad Times at Battle Royale, am I right up top? Okay.
Okay. But yeah, that's actually a film I'd really like to suggest to people here. It's really good. It kind of reminds me of Tarantino, but with a lot more heart to it and less references to stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It takes place in the 60s and all that. Also, holy shit, there's a lot of weird cameos in it. like of famous people that I never expected. So yeah, what we were talking about before.
We were just arguing about Godzilla by that point.
If you stop arguing about Godzilla, I don't want to spend all our time arguing.
What?
We could argue about something else. Wait. Since you brought this up, I want to fight you on what exactly makes a good film.
If I like watching it, it's a good movie. That's literally my... Oh, okay. It crashed, I guess.
Oh, you
Wait, let me make sure. Okay, I guess my stream crashed.
Oh shit.
But what was I gonna say?
Are we gonna still talk?
Oh wait, I just realized I never. Okay. Anyways, yeah, but that's literally the only thing that makes a movie for me. It could literally say like, in this movie, there will be women who walk out of the theater and give you hand jobs, and if I fucking go to the movie, I don't get that, but I still just watch the movie. I'm like, oh, that was a fun movie. It's a good movie. No, but it's just like that was a fun movie. I enjoyed that, and now I enjoy this movie. I will purchase it later or watch it totally legally.
I just realized I shot the worst stuff in here.
Now where's that hand job?
Yeah, people are gonna think weird shit about us.
They don't already?
Good point. Good point.
You have me for a roommate. I'm pretty sure everybody thinks of both of us weirdly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. Fucking boring to be normal. But yeah, that's the main thing with me. I just like to like watch movies and just take it in. See, it was a great movie, but fucking Spider-Verse could have been pure schlock in terms of storytelling.
Yeah.
But the characters were so interesting and the animation was so unique. I was worth it. I loved that movie. The story was great, though. Let me just get that for the record. That movie was great through and through.
Though we did miss out on one great alternate Spider-Man. Spider-Cop.
Oh, damn it. I thought you were talking about...
You mean
Tobey Maguire.
Actually, they're considering a sequel where they actually bring back Tobey Maguire for his version of Spider-Man. And can I just say
Well, I mean, they referenced it already.
I mean, they referenced it, but they were actually... considering the production, whether or not they should have the one that's played by what's his name, the blonde one.
Garfield. Oh.
No, the blonde one in the beginning.
Hi, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name.
Yeah, it's the Chris Pine one.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, Chris Pine voices him. Did you know that?
I've never seen that.
It's the Spider-Verse.
Oh wait.
I'm talking about Into the Spider-Verse.
I almost look at Chris Pine.
Pine?
Who is
See?
Who did he voice?
He voiced the first
blonde
Spider-Man. Yeah, he voiced the one in Miles' universe.
It was good. I preferred Peter B. Parker though. I like the more like, oh god, I fucking hate everything. I like that.
Yeah, approach. I gotta say it's good. But they're considering doing a sequel where they do explore other universes, and they were considering bringing back Tobey Maguire to revoice it.
Honestly, if they just continue Spider-Verse as a series, I would love to see like, instead of it just focusing on like, this is a sequel to the last story, it's just like, these are 5 more universes, because that would be so cool.
You know what? Honestly, what I think one universe I'd like to see have a movie of its own is Spider-Noir.
Fucking okay, real talk.
Because Spider-Man talking to Nazi
Spider-Noir
awesome.
would fucking make a great movie.
And Nicolas Cage reprising his role.
Absolutely Nicolas Cage reprising his role.
Wait, I have a question. Would it be better as PG or R?
What?
No, I mean rating-wise, because there's a difference between PG Nicolas Cage and R-rated Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I'm fine with both, as long as
he punches a Nazi or something.
As long as he's insane, that's all that matters. Have you seen that deleted scene where he's like, it's purple?
Oh my god.
But
I gotta just
Tom
say,
Holland.
Nicolas Cage was awesome.
you know what? Not gonna lie, Tom Holland's Spider-Man
Yeah,
would be
I like
pretty
his.
good.
I like his.
I would love to see Tom Holland's.
Yeah.
I still have to fucking Homecoming.
It's fun.
But fucking Becca keeps saying like, "Oh, we gotta watch Doctor Strange." No, she wants to go to Homecoming next, but then I'm like, "Fucking no, you can't just skip Doctor Strange. You're trying to. You didn't let me skip any of the movies earlier. We don't get to skip Doctor Strange now."
Be careful what you wish for, dude.
The only ones we skip. No, I don't care if it's a bad movie. As I stated, if I'm sitting there like, wow, then that's all that matters. But not to mention too, the animation in that movie is fucking. Cause every time they're in the ghost zone, whatever that shit's called, that's all animated. Also, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I like the ghost zone type thing. Oh wait, dude.
Where?
I cannot wait. You know, honestly, my opinion, not big fan of Doctor Strange. Almost said Doctor Strangelove, which is a completely different other film, which I also suggest. I love the climax of the Doctor Strange nonetheless. Like, it's not my favorite film, like, in my opinion, but dude, without saying what the climax is, you'll like the climax.
Kaleidoscopes.
No.
Oh,
Better.
okay. I
It's
thought
better.
you were gonna be like,
No, it's
I won't
it's-
tell you what the big twist is. They're inside a kaleidoscope. Fuck.
It's better than kaleidoscopes. Let's just say that. And
Bullshit.
and I really freaking hope. Oh wait, no. This is. Wait, are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Do not look at the chat from now on. Oh, I thought they were gonna mention something about it. Oh shit! Wait, now that I've said it.
I don't care about spoilers.
All right. Mr. Red Dead Redemption 2.
That is because of sentimental value, alright, motherfucker? Mr. fucking sweaty ass nose.
Why'd you have to go there, man? Why'd
I
you have to
don't
go
know.
there?
I just saw your nose sweating.
Why'd you
and I
have
was
to go there? I'm insecure about that.
you know I don't like my nose.
I'm gonna run away now. Oh wait, dude, wait. Is the cafe open?
I don't know. I'm gonna go to Cambridge Common because I haven't eaten there in a week.
I'm gonna go to the cafe, I think. I'm gonna check the cafe. Right now, actually. If it's not open, then I'll survive the night, and I might actually go someplace else to get some food. Not going
Detective Pikachu.
that
Now that looks interesting. I am adoring looking forward to Detective Pikachu.
like I said, people socks.
Dude, you know I'm insecure about my socks. Okay.
But I'm not a big fan of Pokemon. That never really was my thing as a kid.
You're not a really big fan of what?
I'm not a big fan of Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
What's Pokemon?
The brand.
I've never heard of Pokemon.
So what the fuck else should I say?
I've never heard of Pokemon.
There's something I'm missing out here.
I've never heard of Pokemon. Come on. Never heard of...
Kyle is slowly suffering. Just slowly suffering.
I've never heard of Pokemon.
Pokemon?
There we go. I've heard of Pokemon. I'll strangle you.
Oh what? You're gonna strangle me?
I
with your
could already
Pokemon brand?
feel like you were
rope?
gonna fucking... I already felt like you were gonna just be like, oh, don't fucking correct my grammar. And I was gonna be like, fuck you, your grammar's shit.
Fuck
Oh,
you
God.
too.
Have you seen...
Bitch.
Have you... Oh no, I remember I was screaming at you when the fucking design of Sonic leaked.
I remember that.
That.
It's a shame Jim Carrey should have to suffer.
I actually legitimately feel bad for Jim Carrey. Like, you remember when he was like, oh my god.
All the photos I ever see attached to that movie are just him sad, which is sad.
No. Have you... Have you seen that thing where it was like him, and that's definitely gonna get me claimed. Have you seen that thing where it was like him at like the, I can't remember what it was, like Golden Globes or something, and he was sitting in the movie actors section, and they were like trying to kick him out, and he was just like, well, actually, I did finish a movie this year. I was in Sonic the Hedgehog, and then he was like, oh, it's gonna be coming out next year, and he's like, oh, well then maybe you can sit here next year. It's like, fuck you, dude. Let him sit here. It's Jim Carrey. It's like, I hate it.
That's a shame. I mean,
admittedly,
not him.
I've heard that he's apparently like not that good of a person. Like I've heard he's like an anti-vaxxer, and like I've heard he does a lot of like political stuff, which isn't.
Well,
But like just in general, Jim Carrey, even if he like does a bunch of political stuff and he's like kind of doing like
he's kind of
like,
devolved into an uncle of sorts.
he's an uncle. He's a weird uncle, but like even if he's done a few bad things like anti-vaxxing and like political stuff, I don't care. He's the Grinch. He is the Mask. He's Ace Ventura. He's the guy in Dumb and Dumber whose name I can't remember.
Lloyd Christmas.
He's Lloyd Christmas. Fucking all of those. I love him. He's a great actor.
Yeah. I mean,
he should not suffer because, oh no, he fucking hasn't been in a movie in a while.
Can I just say that there is a lot of actors and actresses that are kind of like that you described. Like, there's one I could think off the top of my head who in real life was kind of a bastard or a bad politics. I should say.
He's not a bad person. He's just
a bit,
series of bad decisions.
Sounds like a Netflix series.
That actually was going to be the name of one of my albums that then I realized like I can't write music and I cannot sing.
Oh my god.
So I never. It's just. You want to steal some names for things? I fucking got a list of them for you.
Wait. Now I just imagine the first song being The First Mistake, Birth.
Wait. Oh, wait, no. It's the name of a song. There you go. I have tons of them. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm gonna... my fucking nuts itch.
Hate yourself sounds like something you've constantly said to me.
Anyway, so I'm gonna get going now. I know I haven't done a lot, and I apologize, but I'll definitely keep updated if you want. Hit that bell. I don't know.
Do it.
If you actually become a member of my channel, which is a whole thing, yada yada yada. I've done this speech before. Whatever amount of things. You get. Did I just open up? No. Okay. You get these emojis. You get to talk to me in DMs. Or not DMs, you get like a unique thing to talk to me in. Yada 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 yada.